Can be really weird when you love somebody and they break up with you out of nowhere and they say things that are vague and not specific as to why they're leaving, especially when they're saying things to you like, I need to go work on myself or I need to go find myself. This sounds like a bullshit reason. And when you get a bullshit reason, your mind instantly pretty much goes to, well, they don't love me anymore, they're not attracted, and they probably are wanting to go find somebody else, or maybe they found somebody else already. And while these are possibilities, it's not always the answer, and here's why. People that break up with you in this way, they've been avoiding conflict the whole relationship, and that's why they're using vague expressions at the time of the breakup. If they were going to tell you what actually bothered them and get into it with you, they would have done it at the lowest level, like, hey, can you take out the trash on Tuesday nights, And because they're not doing this enough with you, or they might be doing it at the small level, but they won't do it for any issue that sort of like evokes emotion. Over time, this is going to get in the way of their feelings, and they're going to back off, and they're going to say something like, I need to go find myself. What your ex is feeling is that because they've been avoiding conflict and because they've been going with the flow in the relationship, they have essentially lost themselves. And because they don't know how to communicate or carve out time for themselves or do anything like prioritize their own agenda over yours, they want to break up with you because they don't have these skills and they don't know how to get their independence back within the scope of the relationship. So typically speaking, what I need to go find myself means is that I need to go run away from all my feelings and all my problems. And I'm going to go distract myself for about 3 months or so. And during that time, I'm going to go party, hang out with friends, maybe sleep around, maybe jump into a new relationship or whatever. But I am going to run away from the feelings and distract myself. Now, some people actually go work on themselves and get into therapy and do all this kind of thing, but that's typically not what that means, even though that's what it sounds like, because they're avoiding conflict. They want to give you a palatable excuse as to why they're going to run away and push you away. So what you need to know is that this breakup is largely about de-stressing, and it's largely about these problems. They've probably done this in past relationships as well, and they know it's a problem. They just don't know what to do. And their solution is to run away from the situation. If you don't leave them alone, you're going to have a problem. They're going to push you away. They're going to get mean, cold, distant, even if they've never been mean before, because they need some mechanism of self-preservation. They're very particular about this because most people that break up with you in this way were latchkey kids or were kids that had to grow up too fast, too early, that didn't get the emotional co-regulation, all this kind of thing. So they run away from their feelings. But they're very independent people, and they're going to try to get this back, this thing that they've lost that made them survive their childhood. They're going to try to get it back now. So look, you can get this person back in your life, but it's going to take some no contact time. And then from there, you need to know what to do so that way you don't mess it up when you start talking again. So if you want my help with that, click into my profile, click here, set up a call with me, tell me your story, and I'll give you a step-by-step plan on how to get your ex back.